What if I told you that the most powerful desktop workstation processor in the world isn't just for gamers chasing frame rates, but for creators, engineers, and data scientists who need to crush workloads that would bring lesser chips to their knees? Meet the AMD Ryzen Threadripper PRO 9975WX, a 32-core, 64-thread beast that doesn't just push boundaries, it obliterates them. With a base clock of 4.0 GHz and a 350W TDP that hums like a well-tuned engine, this isn't just another CPU. It's a productivity revolution in a socket. For years, professionals have been forced to choose between raw performance and efficiency, between multi-core muscle and single-threaded responsiveness. Workstations either throttled under heavy loads or left creative projects waiting in the wings. The Threadripper PRO 9000WX series changes that equation entirely. Whether you're rendering 8K video in Blender, simulating fluid dynamics in ANSYS, or crunching genomic data in Python, this chip is built to handle it all, without compromise. Let's talk about what you're actually holding in your hands, or at least what you'd see if you cracked open a Threadripper PRO 9975WX. Physically, it's a STR5 socket monster, designed to plug into AMD's latest workstation motherboards like the WRX90 or Pro W790. The integrated heat spreader is robust, with a clean industrial aesthetic that screams, "I belong in a data center." AMD's packaging is minimalist but professional, with clear labeling and a protective tray that ensures safe transit. There's no flashy RGB here. Just pure, unadulterated compute power. Installation is straightforward for anyone familiar with high-end desktop builds, though you'll want a capable cooler. AMD recommends a 280mm AIO or better, and trust me, you'll need it. This chip runs hot under sustained loads, and skimping on cooling will throttle performance faster than you can say thermal paste. Now, let's peel back the hood and dive into what makes the 9975WX tick. At its core, this is a Zen 5 architecture refresh, built on TSMC's 4nm process. That's right, 4nm. That shrink alone delivers a 16% improvement in instructions per clock over the previous generation, and the 9975WX takes full advantage with 32 cores and 64 threads. But raw core count isn't the whole story. AMD has doubled down on cache. 32 megabytes of L2 and a massive 128 megabytes of L3 cache, meaning fewer trips to system memory and faster execution of complex workloads. Memory support is equally impressive, with official support for DDR5-5600 across 8 channels. That's up to 2 terabytes of RAM capacity, perfect for massive datasets or virtual machines. PCIe 5.0 connectivity is baked in, offering 128 lanes for GPUs, NVMe drives, and expansion cards without bottlenecking your build. And let's not forget the integrated Radeon graphics. Yes, even workstation chips get a GPU these days, though it's more of a fallback than a gaming powerhouse. For professionals, the real star is the Precision Boost 3 Plus overclocking tech, which intelligently scales clock speeds based on workload, temperature, and power delivery. It's not manual overclocking, but it's smarter, and in real-world use, it often outperforms static overclocks. Let's bring this to life with some real-world scenarios. Imagine you're a video editor working on a 16K RAW project in Premiere Pro. With the 9975WX, timeline scrubbing is buttery smooth, exports finish in a fraction of the time, and even background rendering doesn't slow you down. Or picture a computational biologist running molecular dynamics simulations in GROMACS. While a mainstream CPU might take days, this Threadripper PRO can finish in hours, saving not just time, but sanity. In Blender, the 9975WX shatters render times for complex scenes. A project that takes 12 hours on a 24-core chip, it drops to under 7 hours here. And for AI developers training models in PyTorch or TensorFlow, the massive core count and AVX 512 support mean faster iteration and less waiting. Of course, no chip is perfect. Power draw is substantial. Expect 300W plus under full load. and that means your electricity bill will notice. Thermals can also be a challenge. Even with a high-end cooler, you'll want to monitor temps closely during sustained workloads. And while the integrated graphics are handy for troubleshooting, they're not for gaming or GPU compute. You'll still need a dedicated card for serious rendering or AI acceleration. So how does this stack up against the competition? Well, Intel's latest Xeon W3400 series offers up to 56 cores, but at a cost. Higher power draw, weaker single-thread performance, and a socket that's already on its way out. AMD's own Threadripper PRO 7000WX series is still formidable, but the 9975WX delivers a 20% IPC uplift and better efficiency thanks to the 4nm process. For most professionals, the 9975WX offers the best balance of performance, platform longevity, and value, especially when paired with AMD's WRX90 or Pro W790 motherboards. If you're running workloads that scale beyond 32 cores, you're likely in HPC territory where dual-socket systems or accelerators like GPUs or FPGAs make more sense. After all this analysis, the verdict is clear. The AMD Ryzen Threadripper PRO 9975WX isn't just a processor. It's a statement. It's for the creators who refuse to wait, the engineers who demand precision, and the data scientists who live in the command line. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, it's power-hungry. But if your livelihood depends on compute speed, this chip doesn't just meet expectations, it redefines them. If you're building a workstation for 3D rendering, scientific computing, or AI development, and your budget stretches this far, stop looking. The 9975WX is the one. Pair it with fast DDR5 RAM, a capable GPU, and a robust cooling solution, and you'll have a machine that doesn't just keep up with the future, it defines it. Ready to upgrade? Your projects are waiting.